The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
53, Mike. You look right now. He's checked now.
They'll run on first down. It's Mitchell, and he is swallowed up right at the line.
It's great for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
53 from Mike.
Go.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
60 or.
On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Following the penalty, Martin. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run. Martin fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Redskins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a long.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, Alpha.
Check.
Hard.
Hot.
Snap.
2nd and 11. On the slant, he gets it to Clark. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st down, Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Redskins nothing.
Got it.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, baby. We turn it over. Get that ball.
Hey, exit.
Get that ball. Mike's 57. 57's right. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Get that quarterback deep.
Stop.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Come on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. Out, 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 out. Let's go.
Here's Martin. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know what's going in the hoop.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey. 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Bandit. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
56 is
now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quentin Williams gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
On the ready. Hey, zoom.
Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Curvin. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Target.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Ready to break.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
So we got man. Shit.
And a 10th carry here from Martin. There goes Martin, first down and more. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Danny. Switch.
Hey, orbit.
Check 26. Watch out.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Check Mike. Check Mike.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Watch the screen. Watch the
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, ready, 30 base. Big grip, big grip.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Jets.
Come on, set, 18, Gator.
Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Watch the fly. Motion, fly.
Ready, ready.
They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Set. 70. Indy.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
80 West now.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
56 to Mike. 56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 21 yards away, as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Now, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now back to throw.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Brings up 3rd down and 20.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Strip the ball.
Go.
Strip that ball. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Deep grip.
Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And 8 yards lost. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Get it.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the curl.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
All day, dog. Check three, check three. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Again, it's Martin. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 16-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Showing it. Showing it.
Five.
First down. Here's the run with Martin. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 43. Check
Pilot, 64, weak.
Begin.
Shoot.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches just say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Go.
They'll run for it with Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Jets 47, Redskins nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, 53. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Okay,
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ready.
53, check 53.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, Alpha.
53, 53.
Big grip, big grip.
And it's complete to Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10.
Hey! Hey, exit.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go, here we go.
Ready, ready.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Smooth. Get it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Watch the slant.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Okay, ready? 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't.
Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's Martin. Martin flexing the muscle. He does it one more time. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. 43 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready? 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got it.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Got his man. It's driver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. On first down, it's Mitchell, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Jets 35-yard line.
Got it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
They'll run it here with Portis. A little juke. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Break.
53. Check 53. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Check. Go. Hey, Zoo.
Alert, flare.
Complete grip.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Bang, bang.
Ready.
A run with Portis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Haywood.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
The score, Jets 54, Redskins 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
1st down, New York.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Jim.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw.
Let's go, Heavy.
Greystone travel.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Quick the edge, quick the edge.
Fire.
On second down, it's Martin, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is not where I came from.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
And let's pick.
Rock it, rock it.
You go tight. You got tight. You got
Dude.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Watch the slant. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
You're out. Let go.
Carry number 20 here for Martin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run it again with Martin. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Recon, 132 fighter. Gone.
Rush in. Check. Crunch.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's got his man on the crossing route. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up second.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Bring it.
Get it.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continue continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking, they think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.